Okay, moment of truth. Does this work? Okay, you know, I am so done eating this chocolate. I can't anymore. Why do I torture myself like this? I generally can't eat any more of this. It's just so rich. I should be happy, but my mouth is just so bitter. Now, how the heck do you eat this? Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Gino and you guys, I've got something very special in my hands. Some of you might know that I recently took a trip to Singapore. There was one main reason I went. So if anything else on my planned trip had fallen through, as long as I got this done, then I would have been happy. I visited the LV chocolate store in Marina Bay Sands. I had seen little snippets and reels on YouTube and Instagram, but nothing very comprehensive about it. So when the time came, I was like, okay, I have to go there, vlog it all, and get my hands on something good. This will be the main event, but I'm not going to unbox this just yet. We have to move on to the smaller pieces first. Suffice to say, when I was in that store, I really felt like a kid in a candy store. I was ready and willing to buy one of everything, but we're looking at upwards of 2,000 Singapore dollars for this.
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
And the Australian currency is weak to Singapore currently. But I held back and I just decided to get a decent sampler. I'll do a story time a bit later as to why I chose what I chose and all the other bits. But we'll start with the smallest box. These are a 6 of mini Vivians. I have to be careful here. So pause the video now if you want to see what it contains. Ooh. There we go. Milk chocolate filled with pistachio, praline, and orange. So this first column. Dark chocolate filled with passion fruit caramel and coconut praline. This is dark chocolate? Really? Okay. And this one is dark chocolate with buckwheat praline and blue vanilla. I can't do a taste test yet because it deserves a proper display. I'll give you my opinions about what it all tastes like a bit later. As a side note, I was actually hoping to get this kind of packaging, and they were selling the individual bars like this, but for all the pieces I got, I just got an elastic. Look at those 3 drawers, just like their coffrettes. Even the pull tabs are even leather. Here's what the assortment is. It is just so glossy. I was so worried that this wouldn't survive the trip back to Australia, but so far so good. It's been like 2 weeks since I bought this and returned, but now is the time that I can finally unpack this and show it to all of you. Here's the middle drawer. And here are the 2 tablets. They didn't put any foiling on the bar, it is just exposed. Ooh, I don't want to drop this. Okay. Look at that gloss and the Damier printing on that. I did get a chance to taste one of the bars when my CA had gifted me this bar earlier this year. So this was kind of the catalyst as to why I wanted to go to Singapore, because I wanted more of this. Might as well say why I chose what I chose. I intend to share this with my work colleagues. I mean, if I wanted to just be a glutton and eat this all to myself, I would have just bought more of these bars and maybe some of the tablets and just call it a day, but that wouldn't be fun. I know there's they sell this luggage tag with the merlion on it. I thought that was very unique and beautiful, but it's only 3 pieces and not easy to share. Because I think it does have a filling inside, so it wouldn't be easy to cut. This bar looks exactly like the other bar. Last drawer. Ooh. Okay, here we go. not a consistent size. Now this last one is the single most expensive piece that they sell. They did sell the seasonal variant of this for the same price, but when you compare this to the seasonal one, like, it's a no-brainer, you get this one. And this was my carry-on on the airplane. This is what it looks like at the bottom. There's a card on the inside. I don't want this thing to fall. Before I had committed to buying this, I had asked the CA that was selling these chocolates a lot of questions, particularly how is this packaged and will it survive a trip overseas? And fortunately, they put a lot of tissue paper packaging, and they also give you a black cooler bag. There it is. After months and months of just seeing this online, I finally have the giant Vivian sculpture in my hands. There's a little pull tab here that I can use to lift it out, but I think I'll have to, goodness, I'll have to go this way. This is what it looks like when it's just freshly pulled out. Okay, so ooh, I can already start feeling to melt. So look at that detail. I don't want to be handling this too much because other people will be eating this. As you can see, there is this rod here. It's a wooden dowel, but it looks, but I think they covered it in chocolate, and it has these this gear with teeth on it. So if you haven't figured out what this thing does, you're about to find out. So this is what the base looks like. There's only one plate suitable enough to hold this. Let me just put the Vivian back on this plate, because I want to show the features of this box. This is quite hefty. Like, there's some real weight to this. Look at this. Isn't this amazing? Now, I know that there is a little secret hidden inside, but again, I can't break any of this open, at least not for the next day. And this is the key that turns another gear in here. Can you see that? Again, another wooden dowel. The CA did warn to be careful when you eat this. How does something like this survive the trip from Paris to Singapore to Sydney? Okay, moment of truth. Does this work? I have no words. I have no words. It is everything I expected and much more. There's different shades of chocolate happening here, so naturally they're all different flavors. For completeness, I might as well show you what the card itself looks like. It's literally just gently take out and enjoy. That's all it's saying. But on the back here, there's some specifics. By the way, you can claim a tax refund on this. I did inquire about that, but for the 3 items that I bought, which I think was about $790, I would only be able to get $45 back, so I didn't even bother with it. Something like this deserves its own centerpiece display. So give me a minute, I'll be right back. It's been 1 week since I unboxed this whole thing, and the temptation has been real to just dig in and eat it, but I was waiting a whole week because I just wanted to keep it on display, preserve it for as long as possible. But the time has come. I'm finally gonna cut into all of these chocolates. Also, ignore the fact that I'm wearing a tuxedo. It's unrelated to this video. So here's the big kahuna. I've kept her wrapped in cling wrap for the last week because it's, you know, it's a hassle to like unbox her every single day. So she's still standing. She hasn't melted in the Sydney heat, thank God. We're gonna start with the smaller box first, the mini Vivians. Now, because this is going to be shared, I don't want to, you know, get my fingers all over these chocolates. So someone got to the first chocolate, but I stopped anyone else from getting into these. Also, I don't know if this is accurate, but I've kept my LV knife in a pot of hot water. I'm hoping it just makes cutting the chocolate easier. I don't know if that's correct though, but whatever. Ooh, the knife is definitely hot. This is our 3 options. I think I'll cut into the dark chocolate filled with passion fruit, caramel, and coconut praline, which is this one. Let's see how she cuts. Okay. Nice layers in there. Very good. Also, it's so hard to ration these, especially when you're sharing them with a lot of people. So if you decide to buy some to share, then you will have to budget more for it. Okay, moment of truth. I like it. Got some crunchy pieces in there. I can taste all of the flavors. The coconut is a lot more subtle, but okay, I definitely have to try this, whatever this buckwheat flavor is. Knife definitely cuts smoother when it's warmed. Okay. Some crunchy pieces in here. The chocolate itself is smooth, but I just can't pinpoint the flavor of buckwheat. I don't eat dark chocolate because of its bitterness, but in this form and mixed with all these other flavors, it's a lot more palatable. If buckwheat is what I think it is, then I can taste the grain flavor. What's the first drawer again? Oh, yeah. They've gotten into this as well. Here's a little refresher of what we have on hand. Toasted rice praline. Which one are you? This one. Okay, it's not layered. It's just a single ganache. It's very crunchy, even though I can't see the toasted rice. It's like rice bubbles in here, but flavors a more mature flavor of it is the best way I can describe it. Should I go with peanut or pistachio? So this is peanut. Just the visual of me wearing a tuxedo, but with medical grade gloves. Okay, same uniform interior. It's the same texture as the last one. It's got a slight peanut taste, yes, but it's overpowered by the chocolate component. They all share the same base ganache or some blend, but then they just sprinkle in the flavor itself. There's hardly any difference between the two I just tasted. You know what, I'll save the rest. I have to get to the big kahuna soon. Okay, in the middle drawer we have 2 blocks. So I'm gonna cut 1 square out, but only eat half of that square. Don't know which flavor is which. I know it was written somewhere. Is it on the back? No. Well, I hope this doesn't fall or I botch the cutting. Okay, very smooth. Okay, that was easy. Okay, I'm going in blind. This will be a mystery flavor. It's a sweeter version of the Ferrero Rocher. Yeah. This one melts in your mouth a lot easier than the others that I've tasted so far. By the way, this is very early in the morning. I'm filming this. I haven't eaten anything else, so getting a huge dose of chocolate in the morning, it's a first for me. This one's tougher. Oh, it already broke off. I think I really need to drink some water, like after this piece. This one's denser, darker. Oh, very dark. Some crispy pieces. It just tastes like good chocolate, but I can't describe it. Final one. This is what it looks like. No point cutting this. Let's just scoff it down. The chocolates don't know whether to be milk or dark. It's somewhere in this in-between. The chocolate powder coating gives it that added level of bitterness. And you definitely can't scoff this in one sitting. 1 or 2 pieces and you'd be good for the day. I don't recommend eating as much as I am for this. She's still standing. I was worried that one day I would see her as a puddle of mess. Does she still spin? Yes, it does. So the back of this card actually does explain that there's 3 kinds of chocolate. Vivian's arms, the clover surrounding her face, and the key are made of 40% cocoa milk chocolate from Peru and Sao Tome. It's gonna happen. I'm finally gonna break it. Beautiful. Crap. I also broke one of the eyes. I broke the flower on the eye. Oh well. I guess I'll eat this as well. Do I have a flavor? I might be biased because of the color, but it might have a slight berry flavor. Alright, the clover. Yeah, it's definitely teetering on the more bitter side. Even though the color is deceptively milk chocolate. Okay, I am so done eating this chocolate. I can't anymore. I have to press on. What have we got here? Body and face, along with the mechanism and stem, are made of 70% cocoa dark chocolate from Peru. How do I cut into the body? How do I do this? Maybe I can break one of the gears off? Okay, that was easy. This is what the gear looks like. Like a Toblerone. I'm not saying that it's bad, but I'm just partial to milk chocolate. I stay away from dark as much as possible. Oh god, I need a drink. All you chocolate aficionados would love this, but nah, that's a little too intense for me. Or maybe I'm just a lightweight, whatever. Last one. Last one is the box itself, okay? Dark chocolate with hazelnut praline. I've been told that there's something inside. I don't hear any rattling though, except for the key. By the way, there is a wooden dowel in the key and the bar of this Vivian, so I was expressly warned to be careful when eating those sections. I need to hold the camera for this angle because this is just too heavy to carry. And oh, fail. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. What if I just jab it? Come on. Yeah, this isn't working. Come on. Okay, there. Can you hear the crunch? Oh, I was hoping to maintain this whole side, but it's just cracking now. Come on. Oh, it's like excavating. Okay. 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 So it turns out it's just a whole gooey mess of praline or ganache or something. And it's got all of these nuts embedded inside. I was hoping for actual like individual pieces, but I guess it makes sense that this be as dense as possible. Now how the heck do you eat this? So this, oh goodness. This is the slab that I had cut off. I was hoping to keep it preserved, but oh well. Oh, it's so rich. I generally can't eat any more of this. It's just so rich, but based on what I can taste, it's very nutty, very smooth milk chocolate, definitely on the much sweeter side. Anything with hazelnut tastes like Ferrero Rocher to me. I feel like something like this, they could have experimented with a different filling. I mean, hazelnut is a crowd pleaser, but come on. You're paying so much money. You know, come on, give me something more exciting. I'll let everyone else fight over this chunk. While I was in Singapore, that was not the only chocolate that I got. I also went to the 24-hour supermarket in Little India. I think it's called the Mustafa Center. So we got almond chocolate, milk chocolate, product of Malaysia, dark chocolate, and macadamia chocolate. Ugh. I should be happy, but my mouth is just so bitter. I use my LVT cups to display these, and they've definitely been helping themselves. And they're all in the shape of the merlion, so it's iconic. Okay, there's no filling. Tastes like grocery store chocolate. And I did go to the merlion fountain itself, and while I was there, they were selling these biscuits. It was just plain butter cookie or mango. So cute. Okay, product of Malaysia again. A refreshing change from all the chocolate. It's a very interesting like mango essence in here. I think I need to learn how to make this. This is really good. By the way, I forgot to mention, I did do an LV chocolate store vlog, so let's cut straight to that. This is one of those video ideas that I was thinking about this for months. Like, how would this pan out? Like, what would I buy? Like, they had this tablet that had a catalog of everything that they were selling. When I got to that store, it was like the same night that I had landed. So I didn't know if I wanted to buy the chocolates then and there or just come back the next day. I opted for the next day, which was a good thing because I needed to sit on the catalog and figure out what I was dealing with. By the way, they don't have a physical catalog, it's all on an iPad. So before I had left on that first night, I just took a photo of each page of that catalog so I could really think about it and just pick what the best of the best was. Like, they were selling 3 sculptures. The Petula Lion was like half price, but the same size, like relatively the same size as the Vivian. So I was tempted to get that, but the main goal was to get the Vivian itself. Fortunately, I had snagged the last one in store. I don't know how frequent the deliveries are, but I was told that that was the last one that they had. I'll just wrap up this video now because I just got to get back to work. So thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and also check out my Instagram. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.